Okay, welcome back to the flipped class. We're going to continue with measurement today. In fact, we're going to break the inches that we've been talking about. We're going to break down even farther, okay? First we had an inch, then we broke it down to a half inch, and then to a quarter inch, and now we're going to break it down just a little bit more. And this is as small as we're going to get for now, but it's going to be an eighth of an inch, okay? Let's jump right into it. We've got our handy dandy ruler here. You should have your ruler at home. If you don't have one, you can always Google one, right? Let's draw the 1/2 inch markers. Let's do that real quick, okay? Now, between 0 and 1, oops, that's a 1, we'll pretend, okay? Between 0 and 1, halfway is usually that longer line, right? 1/2, okay? Same thing between 1 and 2. It's just like a number line that continues that way. Between 0 and 1, you have 1/2. Between 1 and 2, you have 1 and 1/2, right? Because you've gone 1 inch and then another half inch. Between 2 and 3, again, same thing, that longer line is then 2.5 because you have 1 inch, 2 inch, and then 2.5 inches, okay? I won't do the rest, but you get the idea, all right? Let's draw a few of the 1/4 or 1/4 inch markers, okay? Now, in fact, we're gonna change the 1/2 to also to 1/4, all right? Or excuse me, to 2/4. Okay, now look, the 1/4 or 1/4 inch markers are usually still a little bit longer, okay? You see that this line is longer than that line, all right? When we go over 1, like 1, 2, 3, 4, you can break that inch into 4 pieces, you got your 1/4 inch, right? 1/4, 1/2 is also the same as 2/4. You go over 1, 2, then you go 1, 2, 3. This line is 3/4, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/4 we know is 1 whole. Okay, that's what we've learned so far. Now we're going to break it down a little bit farther. Okay, we're going to look at eighths. All right, that's spelled wrong. It should be 8ths, right? 8th, right? How many pieces are we cutting each inch into if we're looking at eighths? All right, well, 8 pieces, right? The eighths are even a little bit smaller. They're not always the smallest one. If you're curious about whether it's an eighth or not, well, in this case, that's my eighth, right? And I can confirm that by going over and see if there are, how many of them? 8, right? That's 1 piece. 1/8. 2/8, which is the same as 1/4. They are equivalent, right? 3/8, 4/8, which is the same as 1/2 or the same as 2/4. It's equivalent. 5/8, 6/8, which is the equivalent, or which is equivalent to 3/4. Okay, we know that. 7/8 and 8/8. Okay, look, it's the same inch that we've been talking about, just cut up into 8 slices or 8 pieces, as opposed to 2 half pieces, 4/4, or so on. Okay. All right, we're going to measure some of these lines to the nearest eighths, but first, let's take a little break. It's time for some exercise. Fast forward. Slow down. 1/4 speed. Normal speed. Fast forward. That's okay. It wasn't very expensive. All right. Let's measure these lines, or some of these lines, to the nearest eighth, shall we? You should all appreciate being in 4th grade because I'm out of breath from just that, okay? All right. This line, I've lined it up perfectly with the start of the ruler, okay? You have to line it up perfectly with the start of the ruler because that's where our number line starts. We go over 1 inch, 2 inches, it's still going, so we'll still keep going. 3 inches, right? We don't have to count the eighths yet. We don't have to count the half inches yet, any of that kind of stuff, because it goes past the full unit, okay? We'll go to 4, okay? Now I see that my line doesn't go all the way to 5. So my mixed number is going to start with 4 as my whole number, because there are 4 whole inches that this line covers, and then a little bit more of the next one, okay? Let's look. Here are my eighths. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, and they may be hard to see on the video, but the line doesn't quite go to 4/8. It doesn't quite go to that halfway mark. So I've got 1, 1/8, 2/8, and 3/8. The line ends at 3/8. Make sure that you don't make the common mistake of just writing, oh, okay, let's see, 1, 2, 3, okay, it's 3/8. You've got to remember that the line starts all the way over here, and it covers all of these inches. So we have a line that is 4 3/8 inches long. All right? Here's what I want you to do. And you can pause the video when I say so. Okay? You can take a good closer look at this. I'll line it up real nice for you. Maybe we can even zoom in. Move that out of the way. I want you to tell me in eighths how long this line is. When you have a good shot, you can pause the video, write it down, tell me tomorrow. Okay, now you should have unpaused the video at this point. You should know just how long this is, which is, I'll tell you tomorrow, okay? Or actually, you'll tell me tomorrow, right? Now let's check this out. Which of the following sets of measurements are the same? 3 1/2 and 4 1/2, 3/8 and 1/4, 6/8 and 3/4, or 7/8 and 3/4. Okay? Now we know what that is. That's equivalent fractions. Those are equivalent fractions, okay? We can figure that out without using the ruler, but the neat thing about the ruler is we know where all these markings are, so we can figure out exactly which ones are the same. Okay? Let's go through them real quick. A, 3 1/2 and 4 1/2. Well, first of all, if we were going to mark those, there's 3 and then there's halfway. There's 3 1/2. Here's 4 and then there's 4 1/2, right? Are they on the same line? Are they in the same spot? No, okay? Can't be A. On top of that, cross out A. On top of that, you know that 3 and some change, right? Can't be the same as 4 and some change, okay? So you already knew that wasn't right, okay? Let's look at 3/8 and 1/4, okay? We might be onto something here. Let's check it out. Here's 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. So here's my 3/8 line, okay? Where's 1/4? Well, the fourths we know are a little bit longer. Oh, there's 1/4. Is that in the same spot? Not quite. It's close. It's close. But we're not playing horseshoes. There's no hand grenades. Close doesn't count, right? So it can't be B. Can't be B. All right? Let's check out C. Let's go to 6/8. See where that's at. There's 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, which is the same as 1/2, 5/8, and 6/8. Okay, there's 6/8. Let's also check out 3/4 and see if it's in the same spot. We know the fourths are the little bit longer lines. 1/4, 2/4, or 1/2, 3/4. Okay, would you look at that? Same line, same spot. I'm going to put an M right there for maybe. I think that's probably my answer. I think we can confirm that, but we're going to check D just to be on the safe side. All right, let's check 7/8 and 3/4. All right, 7/8, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8 is right here. All right, let's check 3/4. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Not in the same spot. It's got to be C. It's got to be C. All right. If you have any questions, let me know tomorrow. Bring your ruler. Be ready to rock and roll. See you then.